Well, none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots, yeah. None of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Children have to go back to the roots. I'm telling you now, the truth, telling you, yeah, the truth. You have to go back to the roots, go to the roots. Yeah, man, you know, this is Benjamin out of the Smiling Coast, West Africa, Gambia, representing for the one and only Abu, the big man you don't know, the Soninke warrior, the man that brings the truth, Soninke warrior, the sign of enlightenment, the Soninke warrior, the righteous and the true African. Abu, reveal the truth to them, you know, no matter how them try run from it, because none of them can hide from the truth, yeah. Yes, we have to dig back the roots, yeah. Fire!
Subscribe now.
I remember the days, all those years ago that never fade away. And I remember your face when you hit the ground. I can recall the time and place on the midnight walk through the old streets, trying to turn back the clock to the days of old, back to the days when all the things we knew were made of gold. As the world moves on, time sings a song. In the old neighborhood, as the clock strikes one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Afridamus Report. I'm your host, Afridamus. I want to welcome all of you to the late night edition of the Afridamus Report. We have a LiberiCOON report today. LiberiCOON report. And I would get into that as well. I want to, hey, what's up, Audrey, Charlie, Paige, Mozart, AB Chukwu, welcome. I want to welcome all of you to the Afridamus Report. I see you guys are already early, before me. Let me read some of these comments here. Audrey starting, trouble always. You inviting people to call in, but that's not why we are here. Today, we're going to get straight into the show. Do you guys remember, I believe it was Friday, I did a show here. We reviewed the video of Tariq Nashid. As you guys know, the FBA, their entire, case is based on, making fun of Africans. It's called projection. They try to throw all their insecurities and low self-esteem onto Africans. And what I do is I analyze this video. It's not a tit for tat, but a man named Elvis from Liberia who said he's been in America since he was 10 years old, and he believes he's one of the blacks. And you can't always blame FBA, because some of the things they say, it checks out to be true. But the only problem is they are forcing people like Elvis onto us. And because Elvis he has a low self-esteem, this is why I let him come here to explain himself. When the guy was talking, he's loud. I knew right away. He came here to sabotage the Afridamus report. There are Africans, literally. We've dealt with many different kinds here. The ones that would come and be like, "Oh, let's build bridges." It's like, buddy, you're calling me from a YouTube account. If you know how to build bridges and that's what you want to do, maybe you should do that. But you said you've been in this country since you were 10, but you don't even understand the type of country you are in. This is America, in case you haven't noticed. Okay? Instead of, because he still have that primitive mindset. So instead of going to do his own thing, he thinks he's one of the blacks. Because in his head, being black is what is civilized. He's ashamed of his own culture. So I'm guessing maybe they bullied him in school. I think they did. Because, oh, maybe because the blacks also colonized Liberia. Because he mentioned something. He was very, very passionate. He said, Afridamus, put yourself in these black people, their ancestors' shoe, blah, blah. How can I put myself in the shoe of a person who was a slave? That's not disrespect. You are disrespecting that person. You've never been a slave. I've never been a slave. Like, how can you even picture that? You would have to be that to know what that feels like. But all these people that run around, you got Africans like Elvis who came from Liberia. Liberia had a brutal civil war in this century, in his lifetime. He lives here in America. If if this trauma is real, if someone who is directly affected, don't you think he would be the one traumatized? But no, he wants to convince the blacks because the blacks are looking for sympathy. That's what they've always done. And I've said it here. They've done it with the white people and they turn on the whites. You see it. The blacks, I don't think you take them serious either. I mean, you live, how you gonna live in someone's house? You eat their food, you wear their clothes, you you use their water to shower, and then I come around, you want to convince me that you hate that person. Why are you staying around? Nobody's holding you here. But then they get mad. Oh, how dare you, you Africans? How dare you come here? You don't join up with me. And then I said, okay, what do you want us to join and do together? Oh, you know what? You fled. We brought you here. So the blacks, they got people like Elvis to come and pretend to be, Captain Africa. So when he got here on the show, he was all of you heard it, those of you that watched. He wouldn't let me talk, right? But I let him speak. He kept saying, "Oh, you gotta build bridges," like accusation upon accusation. He sounded like a traumatized ghetto chick, right? Like I'm sitting here, I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, I don't know you. You like what the hell? What's your problem? I mean, it's a show. Call this show. Give us your viewpoint. But we, the Africans, we smelled him a mile away. So people like him are the problem. Seriously, they are the problem. Because he's an African who tries to cosplay FBA. And you notice this FBAs, what do they get mad at me about? Because I don't want to be them. I said, no, I am very happy being a Soninke warrior and an honorary black. I'm not trying to take your position. They get mad. How come you don't want to be me? But then if they want to coax you to say you want to be them so they can have the upper hand. So it's like a bipolar situation. Okay? And I've made it clear, like we have different agenda. Um, I didn't sign up to come and do anybody's fight. So you mean to tell me you understand white supremacy all these years you've been living here? You did not take care of that, but you wanted to wait for me to come all the way from Africa. Remember? The mud herd, no water, no electricity. So I should come and do what again? And do what? So we're gonna enter. So when Elvis left the show on Friday, he ran straight to Carla's show to go let Carla know that yes, yes, sir, boss, massa, I did your work. I was at the Afridamus report and I stuck it to him. If you don't believe me, let me show you the tape and let's listen to him go over there, tell Carla how he came. And the funny thing is, he he was telling Carla, yeah, I was over there, and you know, boss, I'm gonna try to bring Afridamus over, and I'm like, dude, I don't even know you. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, so this guy is speaking as if like we have like this African headquarter, and you know, he's in charge of it because like telling the blacks, look, don't worry, because they bullied him in school. So now he's like, hey, you got this, Afridamus, the big bad Soninke warrior. Come on, I got him under control. All those Africans, Mike, Zongo, Kidola, you know, St. James, you name them, all those Africans, I got them under control. So the guy clearly, I saw him a mile away. He's a rat. That's right. He's a rat. A wolf in a sheep's clothing. Facts. I mean, seeing him at that show getting buck broken, man, it was cringy. Man, it was painful to watch. I had to do it for research purposes so that you Africans that imagine leaving your country and you come here to disrespect yourself this way. Why do Africans, why do you care if a black American say they are not Africans? Why would you even argue with them? Who cares? Who cares? Like if they in America right now, there are people if they want they can declare themselves a cat. Don't you know this? They literally could. Okay, now you want to argue with them about being African if they say they are not. And then when they say I'm African, now you get into conversation. If you ask them what tribe, they're gonna get jealous and mad. Because the moment they accept being African, you're gonna ask them their tribe, their country, right? So they're not going to. If they say they are Americans, leave them alone. The ones that say they are black or African, sure. I mean, what's that going to? That's not gonna add anything to you. Like, do you? So this right here, Liberia is going to take this L. You know, I mean, they came up with all kinds of word. They've come up with African booty scratcher, and that's not working. Now they move to tether. That's also losing, you know, its power. But you can't blame Tariq because people like Elvis exist. People like Elvis think because they watch a couple of episodes of like some uh, 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 degenerate, Hollywood, drug dealing in a city scene about blacks. He thinks that's black culture. And in this video here, you would hear Carla talking greasy about him. So it's people like him that make the blacks think, all Africans are this way. So without further ado, let me get right into the video. Let me do my disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes. It's gonna be entertaining, but it's gonna be entertaining also. So I can show you the adventure of a LiberiCOON, you know, a tap dancer, suck up. You know, I don't know what it is with. He's the second Liberian here that made it, you know, into the suck up section. I don't know what it is. You know, like the Liberian women that come here, Gamjua and Gwe. Oh no, they don't play that. And then Born to be Free. So it's like the women are not tap dancing, but the men, I don't know what it is. But we'll get to the bottom of it. Fair use. Here we go.
Welcome and hello, undesirables.
So we're gonna be listening to Kala for a second here. You know, the old Negro on that other side. So sometimes it makes sense, right? See, Kala, you know, just like most black who say they are pro-black, they talk on both sides of their mouth. You know, they would say one truth and then cancel it with another, you know, illogical statement. Because the thing is, he suffers from narcissism, you know, because he's one of these old Negroes who, you know, they want to trick you into joining them in this so-called black movement because he read some books, right? Imagine taking all your instructions from books. So he comes up with, you know, just crazy ideology. Imagine being born and raised in America, constantly trying to convince some Africans that you're a millionaire, you built this country, and if they don't agree, you insult their country. Just imagine that. Have you guys noticed? I never come up here and be like, oh, the Africans with the most money, the billionaire. If you notice, I don't do that. Because guess what? That money is their money. Okay, good for them. But what kind of man brags about another man's achievement? I mean, you can give them props, but to say we did it, we, who is we? Do you guys remember when Malcolm X said the house Negro? When Master said, you know, I'm sick, he said we sick. When Master said I'm hungry, we hungry. When Master's house is on fire, I mean, they work much harder to put out Master's, you know, house fire. So, yeah. But let's allow him to give us a little background about his show, and then we would hear more. Because yesterday I swung by there to say hello to them, and he started pretending like oh, what did I do to Afrodamus? What did I do? And there's another mushmouth crybaby there. They call him Dollar Bill. You know, I mean, it's like listening to some old pathetic Negroes. This is one of those Negroes that cries about, oh, I can't believe African women don't want me. I mean, do you see the way you sound? I mean, how can a man, you know, nag like that? How is that even possible? So it's like, it's just, they exhaust you. This is why the white people ignore them. Now they want to be our problem. It's not going to happen. And by the way, Elvis, like I told him, he isn't qualified anymore to talk here because I told him the Africans don't want to hear from you. We now know you are a snake. You are one of the tap dancers. We know this. Okay, so continue going to the black barbecues, and you guys are going to hear his encounter with, you know, Shantel, you know, coming straight out of Louisiana, representing the 9th Ward. Shantel ain't playing. So those of you Africans, Africoons, I would say, you want to come and think you're going to be telling the blacks, oh, we from the same place. Wait till Shantae's turn comes. I don't need to tell you, but Shantae will let you know. Guys, please make sure you hit the like, and also the super chats are open. Feel free to hit it at any time. So let's hear more. Kala tell us why he's putting the show on, and he'll let us know. He would speak some truths along the line, things that I have said. He would repeat it here, but mind you, they would say I'm the in fact, Kala and his people, you know what they're saying? They said they want to, go to the US government, to the white man, as usual. Oh, they should give us something like the Jews. They're jealous of everybody except, like an anti-Semitic bill. So I guess it would be an anti-Afridamus bill. Yeah, but deep down, they know I'm the one that's telling them the truth. And you will see in their conversation with Elvis. I mean, you can't hide the truth. That's why they don't respect him. If I'm gonna be friends with you, it would be based in truth. If you listen to them, they're not saying they can't tell you anything that they disagree with. Other than, I can't believe, he's a race traitor. He let the white man up on his channel. You see, you guys said his channel, as if they sponsor this channel, as if they set this channel up. You see how hypocritical these people are. Why would I want to even be one and the same with people like that, who get to tell you who you can or cannot bring on your own platform because they are mad at the white man? So they want me to be mad at the white man too. From now on, if anyone calls into this show, anyone that calls into the show, and there's a white person, blue, if you make any comment to say, oh, why do you have the white man? I'm dropping you right away. Right away. Because over here, it's a capitalist system. If you feel like you don't want that white man or blue man up here, you know how to do it. You can just pay and drop them. Okay? But to just come here, oh, I can believe, oh, it's family feud. Oh, now we are family. A minute ago, I was all kind of, dusty African, bush meat eating African, remember? Chasing old lady African. But then the moment you see a white man, you start crying. Stop. Okay, here we go.
This is your friendly host, the Color Genesis, rocking Collarland tonight on Friday night. We call it Freaky Fridays, as we always do. Tonight we're gonna have a little bit of fun, And like tonight's topic is, why should the white guys have all the fun?
You hear it starts off with jealousy. So it's never their idea of what fun is. It's about what white people are doing that is fun. He said, why should the white people have all the fun? Hey, nothing wrong with it. Look, if that's what he was talking about, I'm not gonna review the video. In fact, hey, I think in a way it makes sense for him to talk about it, because most black people in America, they look up to the white man. Everything fun is white. So if he says, why should the white man have all the fun? That's his right to question that. But it's just pathetic to see old Negroes cry like this. But here we go.
That's lifted from the book by Reginald Lewis, The World's First Black Billionaire. Great, right in here in the good old USA. Black America produced the world's first black billionaire. Ain't that a great commentary on Black American achievement, man? What cannot this black man in America do? So tonight, we're talking about, why should the white guys have all the fun? And something I always like follow up on show topics. People always ask, how do you get material, Kala? How do you go? Well, all I do is listen to.
So to the Africans, the Africans who, like, I keep telling you, the blacks, this so you've seen even Kala how he flip flops. Okay, because think about it, they want you to tiptoe around them. So to them, like I'm kind of like uh I'm like a Trump to them. I'm a straight shooter. You know what I'm about. I'm not bending the knee. I'm not trying to join your movement. You know, none of that. You know, I've got my own agenda. I've got my own thing, and that's what I'm doing. You see? So the only time there's an issue is because you don't like what I'm expressing to do. I'm saying this is what I'm doing. This has nothing to do with you. I'm not saying anything about you. Oh yeah, but the Africans. I even heard one say the Africans are here competing against us. Ain't no African thinking about you. But hey, if they are competing against you, then what's wrong with that? That's what America is, you know. But no, you trying to compete with the white man, and you seeing the African not begging, doing their thing. You think, oh man, the white man's gotta be giving this African something, a job, maybe, you see, but it's just narcissism, Oh, you came after the fight was over. You mean when they marched in the streets like in the 60s? Oh yeah, you came afterwards. Yeah, I wasn't born. I wasn't even in the world. Have you ever like thought about that? Yeah, I can't believe you decided to show up to America, you know, after you were born. Yeah, that's the only way I can show up. So, with Carla's title, with Carla's title alone, Africans should not call. And no African called, but only the ones that think they were black. The one, like, he really, Elvis thinks he is black. So now you distance yourself from Africans, and the blacks don't want you. That's what you're going to see here. Here we go.
Past shows, I listen to certain comments from certain listeners and stuff like that, and I build on what people say, and I basically do retractions and talk about stuff that comes across my screen and comes across my commentary, and I basically build from there. So one of the comments is, should black people in America, should we go for the gusto? Is there anything wrong with trying to get rich? Is there anything wrong with basically prosperity? Should we always be about struggling? Should everything always be about the so-called struggle? I don't know about you folks, but I'm just tired of the struggle and everything. I know we got to struggle, we got to strive, and I don't know what for. I guess it's written somewhere that I tell you that everything life is supposed to be a struggle, and we got to struggle. And then you got people out there, man. I seen a young brother today, man, had a freaking Tesla. And that shit was nice, man. I was like, guy like he was no more than like in his early 30s, right? He had a freaking Tesla. I'm like, I felt like asking, what the hell you do for a living?
So you see, now Africans are buying Teslas specifically just to, use it as Uber. But you see, Kala is bragging about he. So if they see the Africans with it, they're gonna be mad. But Teslas are not that expensive anymore. You can get a used one for 32,000 these days. But yeah, but either way, to him, it's a nice car. So I can see why if they see an African with it, you'll be mad. The government gave it to him. But I'm glad Kala is finally waking up, and seeing the light.
Like you for such a nice car. And I was like, damn, the car looked freaking nice. I'm like saying to myself. So in other words, there are people out there. I saw that and I thought to myself, man, this guy's having fun. He's driving a Tesla when at his age and everything. And so I'm saying to myself, should are black men allowed to have fun? I mean, sometimes the old
Look, let's do a FBA checking on Kala. Man, Kala, he was accused of being a cosplay in FBA, and I have suspected it. The way he talks and he, I was like, is Kala even fully FBA? The way he acts, right? I was like, man, he might be cosplaying. You know, if you look at his forehead, his eyebrow, you know, I mean, unfortunately, he's got a hat on. We can't do the hairline check, but you know, and I think you will see. I'm not sure if he's fully FBA, but hey, you know, maybe he's cosplaying, but it don't matter to me either way.
Black militant rides up at me like, no, you shouldn't
Have you guys noticed how Callum made his picture here lighter? Because he's running away from looking African. But here we go.
be wasting time on a Tesla, man. You know, there's people out here starving in the ghetto or whatever, starving in Africa. You know, how are you driving a Tesla when people are struggling and trying to survive? That's how I used to think sometimes too. You know, I see somebody driving a nice car and everything like that, and I'm sitting. I never forget my dusty years, man, calling myself a black nationalist.
Did you guys hear this? He agreed that he was a dusty. He's laughing nicely, calling himself a black nationalist. So Callum basically is not disagreeing with me. He's not disagreeing with me.
Or whatever like that back then. I'm riding the bus and whatnot, you know. I'm seeing people out there, guys my age driving nice cars with the nice chicks and everything like that. They look like they're living like they're balling out of control, got rings on and everything like that, gold chains. You remember them gold chains back in the days, right? And I'm sitting there riding the bus talking about one day we.
Yeah, he's riding in the loser cruiser. You know, but you know, like it's crazy. Other young people, you know, foreign blacks are riding in their cars. He's riding in the loser cruiser.
We're gonna have a revolution, whatnot, you know. So the bottom line is, I said to myself, even back then, man, I was like, you know, I didn't have my own business. Just that I basically was misled by dusty ass older Negroes and whatnot, who browbeated me to the point where I thought that getting rich and having fun and everything was something only white people could do. In other words, a black man, if you're in a so-called revolution, you got to take an oath of poverty. Think about it, man. And that's when I just dawned on me one day. And I was sitting there talking to these old dusty Negroes and whatnot, you know, twice my age and whatnot, talking about, yeah, the oath of poverty. And I said, nigga, I don't want to be like y'all. Niggas are old. They never accomplished nothing. And they're sitting around talking about the white man, you know. They're talking about.
So you see this? They get mad at you, the African, for seeing this and recognizing it. He just, you said, I don't want to be like you. But these same people are fabricating stories saying Africans are telling their kids, do not hang out with blacks. I'm thinking those parents are saying, do not hang out with losers. Okay? Point blank. So the people he just described, the old dusty Negroes, why would any parent, whether African American, whoever, why would you want to open up your children to have anything to do with losers like that? It makes no sense. But like he said, they browbeat him into accepting that ideology. So that's all they know. So you, the African, they think they can browbeat you. They've succeeded with some of them, but you know, many are not accepting it. Here we go.
Black women, you know, and blah blah blah. You know, we got this. You know, they got every solid problem. Everything is except for get a clue or get a piece of the action and make yourself happy. You know, why should black people? Why should we always be about the struggle and how to this problems? We want a piece of the action. You know, you can have it. You don't have to settle for crumbs and nickels and dimes and everything like that, and make millions of dollars a day and everything like that legally. And they could basically give their women the world, give their children the world, and have all this privilege and everything like that, and have power. But the black man and everything like that, you got black immigrants telling us, like somebody said in the stream last night, that whatever crumbs the white man leaves from his big table of plenty, we should be grateful for the crumbs that the white man gets. No, I'm sorry, I can't do that. Now, if you black immigrants want to come over here and y'all satisfied with the crumbs like Elvis did last night, Elvis gave us this whole thing about Tim Walsh giving him free lunch and all stuff like that. That's all.
So you see where FBA have a point. So you got people like Elvis who thinks he's what, maybe, like he said, came here at 10, maybe he grew up receiving, that government assistance, and he became like one of the ghetto blacks. Because to some, this is normal, right? They would openly talk about it. So you see, he goes there talking about the free lunch that they implemented, So at this point, he's like just one of like the hood people, right? So how can you blame people like Tariq, like the FBA that said that there are black immigrants that come here, cosplay them, and take benefits made for them, reserved for them. So this is why when someone comes, these Africans, they want to argue with you about say, oh yeah, the blacks fought for X, Y, and Z, this and that and that and that, like the benefits. Oh, they talk about HBCU. I'm like, okay, what are you talking about? So are you one of the people that the blacks are complaining about? So yes, they blow it out of proportion, but there are Africans like Elvis that exist, because Carlos telling us what he was saying in a previous show. That's the mindset, the mentality. That's who is coming to tell us that we are the dumb ones. He is the one here to build bridges. A bridge to where? To hell? Come on now. I mean, he said he grew up here since he was 10 with the blacks. Instead of telling us that, oh, we should build bridges. Show us the bridge you built. You went to school with them. Isn't that what, we should be, he should be telling us, look at the bridge I built with the blacks. But you come in telling us, oh, we should be building bridges. Now, buddy, you are cosplaying and the blacks are about to expose you.
You want it's free lunch and free shit, whatever like that, and you're satisfied with that, it's fine. But I think there's a certain amount of us that have been here for 400 years. We want a piece of the action. You can have it. You don't have to settle for crumbs and nickels and dimes.
So I'm sure him hearing this, what Carlos said hurt his feelings, because Carlos just let him know, nah, man, you are not us. We've been here 400 years. You are not one of us. If you're satisfied with that free lunch, I don't care. We want more. He is letting you know you're not one of them. Period. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you don't know that by yourself, then that's silly.
Everything like that. You can go out there and get do whatever it was. Nothing is laid in stone like this, Who am I culturally criticizing? I'm not. Look, I'm criticizing a behavior. You like focusing on people. I talk about a behavior. A mentality.
G Black, thank you for the super chat. He said Liberia belongs to South Africa like Lesotho. Thank you for the super chat. All right, let's continue.
There's no who. I'm like, it's a what I'm criticizing. So you always make it seem like there's a who. There's no who. There's a what I'm criticizing. I'm not targeting anybody. So bottom line, you keep focused on groups of people that I want to target. No, there's no.
So he's fighting with Chukwu. Chukwu is giving him that work. So
groups of people. There's white people out there that take no initiatives. Asians that don't take no initiatives. Not nothing unique to black people. You know, not like every white person, Asian person is rich and balling out of control and everything. They have the same problems black people have, you know? So all I'm saying is telling black men in particular when that the world is yours, you know, you could do whatever you want to do in this world and don't let anybody tell you you can't do it, you know? And I'm criticizing the mentality that says, and they get mad at me, Carla, man, it's going to happen. Carla, well, why don't you give me your, I'll say like this, man, plan and carrying it out and everything like that, making it happen. You're sitting around talking about the government's going to give you, and they get mad at me, Carla, man, it's going to happen. Carla, well, why don't you give me your, I'll say like this, hey, look, I know there's never going to be no reparations check. If I say it on record, if there's reparations and whatnot, everybody that listens to this show can have mine.
So, you see, they would say if somebody else, this is why Africans, you should ignore the blacks when they're talking this reparation thing. It's none of our business. Just ignore them. Okay? Just ignore them. Because Kala himself, he's like, yeah, I don't believe we'll have it. I mean, look, if it's your reparation, go fight for it. Why you bothering me? Like, I'm not the one signing the check. I'm not the one that owned the slaves. You see what I'm saying? So I've been telling people this. I said the reason why they come in here, you know, talking, you know, talking you off, talking your ear off, is because they don't believe that they can get the reparation. Of course, Tariq, the only person that's getting reparation is Tariq Nashid and a couple of the race hustlers because they've found a way to package it and talk about it to entice the people, and they donate to the cause. So it's just it's trendy. It's trendy. So Kala himself knows they're not getting reparation, but it's just fun to talk about it.
How about that? You said I listened to Carl's show and you can put up there and say I was on that show where Carl said that, right? Sure, I was in the chat room. I want his reparations check. Go ahead. Go ahead. For a fact of the matter, it's never going to happen. And the bottom line, if you think it's going to happen, you're a freaking fool. So the bottom line is, I am not sitting there talking about no damn reparations and everything with you. I'm not going to sit there and have a conversation like that's a possibility or anything like that. It's never going to happen. And I'm sick and tired of young people basically sitting around being depressed over some reparations, talking about our ancestors. So, like I said, I'm teaching black people in Black America, Mike Olawale, whatnot, Kidola, everybody, the same usual suspects and whatnot, talking about Black America and whatnot, Black America. These guys, man, that's Mike Olawale, earlier, Afro-Doof. I said, I'm not an ADOS FBA type of person, right? I don't believe in hatred for, he just left Africa Diamond earlier, Afro-Doofus's channel, right?
So you guys see, how he describes me, right? So I wasn't even aware that this guy on these old Negroes were at their show crying about me. So that's where Elvis gets his energy from. He is saying, pretending that I have beefs with this so-called FBA, the blacks. I have no beef with no black. We over here doing our shows. I'm over here, teaching Negrology 101. Okay? We doing history. I'm doing news report over here. But people that have this ghetto feminine energy, they always gotta make it seem like it's a beef. So he's calling me Afri-Doofus. Let's let him continue going on so he can call me more fancy name.
Afrodamus is nothing but an overgrown pygmy. That's all he is. He's an overgrown fucking pygmy.
Did you guys hear this? So before anyway. So yeah, he was on his show, getting walked up. So I'm an overgrown pygmy. You guys heard him, okay? Why is he mad at me? Mind you, the topic is about white people. Why can't they have the same thing as the white man? But you see, the moment you brought the real African's name, the real African, you see, he got triggered fast. So I'm an overgrown pygmy. Here we go.
The dude is not even fucking human, I don't think. I think he has he's part fucking orangutan and part human, Nigeria, they don't, okay.
Did you look? It's funny. So I'm not even human. I'm part. You know what, Carla, since you over there, lying about my description, saying I'm not fully human, and on top of that, do you know what he's advocating? He wants the U.S. government, to give them something like anti-defamation black, something like the anti-Semitic thing, against people like me. So now I'll have to sue him. Okay, I'll have to sue him. So guys, make sure you hit the super chat. Because I need to put money together and sue him, man. Because he called me overgrown pygmy, and then he said I'm not human. I'm part orangutan. So I'll have to sue him, and I'll take a DNA test for this to be proven. But regardless, you see, this is the same people they accuse white people, saying white people say this, but I've never received this kind of lashing from white people. But here we go.
Case why I said Nigeria got some don't throw rocks. You live, yeah, they live in a damn glass house and they're talking shit. The diaspora war is real bad. I guess let me guess. Zongo was there running his mouth, right? As usual, the usual suspects: Zongo, Mike Olawale, whatnot. Kidola, everybody, the same usual suspects and whatnot. Talking about Black America and whatnot. Black America. These guys, man, I tell you, man, it's like it's a never-ending conflict. I don't know what they spend on gaining. We're the majority here, Zongo wasn't there. I'm surprised, I don't know what they gain. We're the majority here. We're the vast
Zongo, he's trying to find out. He wants his people to snitch on you.
majority in America. We're the effective majority here. We're not. What they expect to gain by fucking going to war with us in America? Nothing.
Do you guys see the emotional roller coaster I'm talking about? So that's why I'm playing this part, so you guys can see how bipolar, Kala and his crew. He says that he doesn't go to channels that bash Africans or talk bad about Africans. You don't need to, because that's your channel. That's what your channel do. How many Africans did he mention by name? How many? So, yeah. So 1 minute is about white people. Another minute is about us. Oh, they're the majority. Oh, you can't go to war with us. We're not trying to go to war with anybody. Okay? Just make sure you take care of your dusty self. That's all.
They're gonna fucking lose, Yeah. So look, if they don't want nothing to do with us, that's fine. I have nothing. No, look, I ain't, like I said. Now you see why I don't friggin' fuck with Pan African ideology anymore. Abradamas is not a warrior. Abradamas is a coward. He's a fucking coward. He's not no damn warrior. Look, the bottom line is he talking about his Sonike warriors, right? Where's the fucking? You know what the warriors are? The Harlem Hellfighters who went there and fucking took out Germany. The 54th Regiment of Massachusetts, right? That crushed the Confederacy. The Teddy Riley's black troop called the Rough Riders. Those are friggin' warriors, you know. That Red Tails, you know. That
Guys, what did I do to him? Why is he so triggered by my name? So now he's comparing me to, people from World War II and the Civil War. Man, I must have really triggered him. Well, Carlos, I mean, I wasn't around back then, but anyways, let's hear it more.
flew the most successful combat missions in World War II. Those are warriors, right? These people like this, Aphrodite is a fucking spear chucking fucking jungle bunny. That's all he is. He ain't no damn warrior, you know? He has never been put to the test. When you get put to the test, then you tell.
Carla, I have been battle tested. That's why I'm a warrior. Okay? Unlike you, the mush mouth just run in your mouth, or old dusty Negro. Yes, I earned my stripes as a warrior. Okay? I know these necklace pieces, most of them off, but I earned this. He cannot stand the sight of people reminding him that I'm a warrior. Well, if you're worried about if I was tested, I have already been battle tested. Just FYI.
Talk to me, you know? So he drove the FBA and they're roast bacon. Look, the bottom line is there's some so-called people who talk about talk about reparations and everything. I have no idea why some grown black men are talking about reparations. I just believe some black men.
Why are these people, they keep saying diaspora war? They are it's like they want the attention so much. Okay, say, oh, we delineating. Fine, bye-bye. Oh, the Africans don't want anything to do with us. This is pissing us off. Like, wait, like, why are you pissed off? If the African or quote-unquote African person want to go live their own life, what's wrong with that? Hey, Goe, welcome in the house. Goe, today is the LiberiCOON show today. Your Liberian brother, fellow Liberian brother, he got buck broken in public by the blacks. We'll get there.
That grew up on friggin' Section 8 and welfare. That's the only way I can relate. You grew up on government handouts, government cheese and everything. So you naturally think, okay, there's going to be some big government payoff, whatever like that. Me, I've never gotten anything from this government and everything. You know, I was raised in a family. My father provided for us, you know, and everything like that. You know, my grandfather provided, you know, everything. Africans are not going to do that, you know. They're satisfied with the nickels and dimes and crumbs the white man gives you from the table. And they...
I don't think you should.
I'm trying to ask for war thing, man, but you know.
No, Carla.
I'm trying to be nice.
So, Elvis just made it in the house. Let's play his favorite introduction.
I can do some shuffling too. Look out, man, what you gonna do? Look out, boys, it's coming through. Yeah, man, yeah, man. Boy, he got educated feet. Boy, I practice all the time. Here's one I sat up all night trying to do. Get this. When the boat dock is Memphis, you should get yourself a job in one of them Beale Street cafes. Boy, you've been reading my mind. Watch me go to Beale Street.
Tonight, man. You see, I'm trying to be nice.
I think you're being mean to Chuku. I don't think he said anything. I don't think he said anything bad in the comments.
So you see, he's always the one that knows everything. He comes and speaks for everyone. He's like that annoying, hood rat. He's got that annoying hood rat behavior. He talks about things that people don't even, it's like it's none of his business. The adults are there, they can speak for themselves, but he wants to speak for everybody. Here we go.
No, but you don't understand something, right? I'm saying like this, right? The people, he had this idea because he's self-hating, right? oh, Black America, this one. There's no look. Some people are successful, some people are not. It had nothing to do with them being black in America. No, he makes it seem like, oh yeah, so I should be worried about somebody that he saw when I'm around. It's like almost like me seeing successful black people and saying, you know something, I don't have to do nothing for the rest of my life because there's enough black success people out there. No, I gotta take care of myself. It doesn't matter what the next black person is doing. Same way with black people who are not taking care of themselves. I still got to go forward with myself. Chuko thinks that we got to sit back and be like, oh, yeah, there's some black people out there.
Man, Chuku is giving him work. Speaking of Chuku, thank you for the super chat. Chuku said, for Afridamos Anti-Defamation Fund, you are living rent-free in Carla's mind. Exactly. Like, I can't believe when he said they are going to go summon the politicians so they can get an anti-defamation for the blacks against people like me. Unbelievable. And then he called me a half orangutan and half orangutan, and I'm not fully human. And he called me an overgrown pygmy too. So everyone heard it, Carla. You're getting sued. Here we go.
That are dusty and whatnot. Yes, there's dusty people all over the world. You know, I can't do nothing about that. You know, I'm not doing nothing about that. But Chuko is burdened by the fact that he's black. You know, I don't buy the fact that he's Nigerian or whatever like that. I believe Tuco has a lot of white friends. He's around a lot of white people in the background. And trust me, I know black people who are around a lot of white people all the time. They're embarrassed about being black. They're embarrassed about stuff like that. So they basically, because you know something, Elvis.
So you guys remember I told you there are blacks who are embarrassed about being black, but they're like, oh, Afridamos is hating for saying it. See, Carla himself admitted they don't want to be black. Not all, but most. Because, I mean, if you are something you're comfortable with, why do you want to announce it to the world all the time? We can see it. But here we go.
I was like that at one time. You know, I was like at one time. I was embarrassed to be black or not. I looked at these statistics and everything like that. Oh, black people don't have this. Study shows that black people have this and whatnot. And so basically, I thought I led me to thinking I could solve the black people's problem. And then I realized, man, that's not the case. There's black people that are successful, but it's ignored. And the bottom line is the white people always want to make it seem like black people are no good.
So Carla was ashamed, and I think he's still ashamed of being black. I think he wants to be white. Look at, I mean, how can somebody, you know, they say, oh, the Africans bleach. Look at the man putting up a bleach picture. Who bleaches their picture and put it up as themselves? I mean, look at it. Is Carla trying to go for Chinese here? Is he going for drunk Chinese? Look at him. I mean, come on, Carla, you can do better than this.
But white people stopped believing that a generation ago because reality.
Carla, I said hello, and you just keep going on and on. You want to let me speak?
Okay. Oh yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Talk.
You know.
So that's Elvis. He's bringing the report from the Afridamos report to his masses.
More and more I look at both sides of this whole situation. It's becoming more ridiculous to me.
Do you guys see this? So this whole time they thought they're creating that they have beef with me. He's saying the more I look at both sides, what sides? I wasn't even thinking about Carla. We're just over here doing the report. But do you guys see why when Elvis came here on Friday, he came attacking the show? Yeah, because his boss is Carla. They sent him. And now he's back reporting to them. I went over there at the Afridamos and I showed them.
And it's a reflection of who we are as black people. Black people.
I heard Afrodamus had a show. Were you on there?
I was the center of attention on that show tonight.
What?
So did you guys hear this? Friday, he said he was the center of the show. So do you guys see why he came to the show? So he came to interrupt the show. He really believed, he thought this guy is narcissistic. He said he was the center of the show. No, sir, you weren't the center of the show. But yeah, Gue, exactly. So do you guys see what I'm saying? So this guy came to the show and then he runs back and tells lies about the show.
What happened? What happened?
You know, it's the same old, same old. I'm going in there, giving my speech about building bridges.
We will see how that you know, building that bridge would end up. That's and you see, he came, he didn't address everything negative that Carlos said about him or other Africans. He just came to give his report. So he's a victim now. Here we go.
I wanted people to be so stereotypical and viewing Black Americans in such a negative light, not allowing Tariq Nashid and the FBAs to define Africans' relationship with African Americans. And, there was a whole gang up against me, which is fine. I can stand up on my own. My brother Big Black was there to back me up. So we had a conversation. I mean, most continental Africans.
So have you guys noticed, right? Listen to how he's talking. His brother Big Black, who is supposed to be supposed to FBA. See, that's who he called brother, right? And us, he refers to us the Africans, even like Gue, who's from Liberia and Kedo. So us and Gue and them, we are the ones, you know, we are the brothers and sisters. But him, he is FBA, and listen to how he describes us, the
Think
continental
that we
Africans.
should be on one side. We should be giving back to the FBAs or the African Americans what they're giving to us.
Do you guys hear the lie he's telling? He said, we said all of us should be on the same side against the African American. Who was trying to change anyone's mind here? The guy is a snake, but he's about to get his wake up call.
And I'm telling them it's better to build bridges than to widen the divide. And we need to try to come together and find some common ground. The same thing that I preach, and that's why I'm coming to you to tell you, because I just went over there and fought that battle, and now I got to come here to you
No, I'm
and
not
try
yelling.
to tell you to stop the diaspora war.
Check this out. Let me.
Did you guys hear this? He said he came here. So apparently on Friday, he came to the show to fight the battle. So that's why he ran back to tell Carla. So apparently we were engaged in a war that we were not aware of. No wonder this guy came here. He was shouting, he was acting like some ghetto chick whose baby father Pookie broke up with him. He was losing his mind. I was like, holy smoke, holy, my goodness. So clearly, I mean, you guys are hearing this. This is why I was like, man, I gotta play this for you guys to hear this for yourself. Yes, he ran to Kala to go report us, the Africans.
Say this. Let me say it. Like, look at this immigration RS clown. It says over 45 FBA channels bad for. First of all, if you knew anything, right, majority of African Americans don't subscribe to FBA. So why do they freaking like this? Now, on both sides, Africans and so-called FBA have valid points and everything like that, right?
All right. So you guys heard that part, right? Now, so he went, he told lies, he felt comfortable. So now he's in. He is in the club. Everything is good, right? Not so fast. He goes back the next day for another show. And let's see how he did on that show. Here we go. Let's go.
Yeah, they said
He was half black. Yeah, he was actually half black.
You know what I'm saying? So the bottom line is this: they said, "Ruth, the kids look up to you and everything like that. They know that's important. They like when they make the Archie series, the comic series. The youth and everything is so freaking.
My gosh.
Yes, you brother, something like that.
The Million Man March didn't. Let me finish.
Like that.
You said fuck that. You're not doing any of that shit.
No, so
For high earning
models. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, I want you guys to listen to this conversation that's about to take place here. So, he thinks he's one of the blacks. Now the blacks are talking about their own problem, their own community. And I cannot disagree with them. If you have common sense, all jokes aside, you're around a group of people. If they're talking about their own issue, how they didn't involve you, just kick back. Don't tell them how it's supposed to be done. And I have to agree with Tariq on that side. The only reason why Tariq and others get reviews here is because they want to lie on Africans and paint us the wrong way. But if they're just talking about reparation, and even if they say they built America, I mean, I've always heard it. I could care less. You know, like, hey, is their problem, not mine. But if they're talking about, if you around a group of people, no matter how you think you're cool with them, if they're talking about what concerned them directly, you know, black to black, you need to stay out of it. But let's see if Elvis knows how to stay out of this. So this is day 2 after he came from building bridges, after he came from battling at the Battle of the Afridamusville, where he conquered Mimi, Gue, St. James, Kidola, you know, all the Africans, even the ones in the chat. He came and conquered us here. Now let's see how this goes.
Joe Mavis was a role model, right?
So LeBron James is not a role model for kids?
No. This look what I'm saying, right? Everything he does on and off the field, he knows is a role model. Same thing with Muhammad Ali, a role model. You know, a role model. They understood you have. Do you know that Babe Ruth was almost kicked off the Yankees? Why? Because it got around that he was going out there partying and drinking. You know, Babe Ruth used to go up to Harlem, mess with sisters. You know.
Yeah, they said he was black.
Yeah, they said
he was half black. Yeah, he was actually half black.
You know what I'm saying? So the bottom line is this: they said, Ruth, the kids look up to you and everything like that. They know that's important. They like when they make the Archie series, the comic series. The youth and everything is so freaking important. The youth, under the impressionable mind, is so important that when you're an athlete, whatever like that, your life is not yours anymore. You know. So when you basically say something like the kids are battling, should we basically listen to this, or basically like, because kids are? I really still feel sorry for this generation. You know why? Because they don't have any adults telling them the right from wrong. They got adults acting like freaking children, like LeBron.
Mm-hmm. Kyler, you're being a hypocrite right now. I'll tell you why. You remember when I told you that it's on black men to be mentors, to be examples to young black people.
So, guys, again, do you hear this from a stable group of people? Like, I remember one time they brought they're talking about, we're getting a mentor. They sent some dude saying, he's supposedly, they're going to assign him to be a mentor for my son. And I asked him, I said, why would you be his mentor? Like what are you, why? And he was black too, right? He didn't know what to say. I said, I'm his father. I said, you don't need to mentor my child. It's like, it's like a school program. I said, nah, that's for kids who don't have fathers. I mean, you better get out of here. So he's telling Carla, they have to mentor kids. How about you mentor your own child? But here we go. Or raise your own child.
And you said, "Fuck that." You're not doing any of that shit, right?
What's the point of?
But now you're saying LeBron should be that, and you refuse to be it in your own little community.
I can mentor somebody, but just basically making sure my life and what I tell people is the right thing. I don't tell people. I don't put nobody in anybody's head to do drugs, and I don't glorify crime. I don't glorify like that. That's why I can mentor kids when I just look at my life. You know, I'm a business person. I'm successful. Everything.
LeBron is a businessman. He's successful. Very highly, way more successful than you are.
What do you want? You know?
You're telling.
Now, hold on. Just because I don't go in there and do a lot of stuff, which I should be doing, you know, and I definitely want to do that one day when I got a program. And you know something? What I won't do, Elvis, I will not lead somebody and say I'm a mentor, but just to make myself look good. When I get ready to mentor somebody and I start doing stuff like that, it's because I know that I'm going to make a difference in that kid's life and I can point them into the right direction. Until that, I'm not doing anything, you know, because I'm so sick and tired.
So there's a difference here, Colin. LeBron has put many kids through college.
Oh yeah, but hold
on. Just hold on for a second. Let me finish my statement.
It was canceled out by.
So Africans. This is also a salmon for you. When you hear the blacks talking, don't be like someone like Elvis. Why? Who cares who LeBron James sent to college? Why would you argue with a black American over their own people, their culture? You want to explain LeBron to him? So these are some of the things that Tariq talks about. If the blacks are talking about things like this, stay out of it. But he wants to argue with him and watch how they about to, beat him down.
No. That's why I disagree. Let me finish my point, right? He's put a lot of kids through high school, through college. He's made all of his friends around him multimillionaires. He sent his friend Rich Paul to college to get a degree.
Well, that gives him the right to.
I'm telling you, he's a net positive influence on the black people that is around him.
Hold on.
All right? Saying welcome home, Big Meech. Did Big Meech kill somebody? Did he murder somebody? Did he go to jail for rape? He went to jail for selling drugs. Yes, it's bad.
So there was a former big drug dealer named Big Meech who got out of jail, and LeBron tweeted, "Welcome home, Big Meech." So Carla and his people are arguing that why is LeBron bigging up a drug dealer? This person destroyed their community. Facts, which is true. So you as an immigrant, why are you over here trying to argue against them to tell them, no, that's not a bad thing whatsoever? You see what I'm saying? So you are going to hear that conversation here. Africans don't engage in this. And, black people, those of you that are watching, you're seeing the Africans that tap dance around you, pretending, people like Elvis. Look at the type of people that they promote for you. They tell you to promote. Is that love? The person he's not telling you the truth. He is telling you that it's a good thing for a drug dealer, because he's from your community, to be promoted. He sees no problem in that. Oh, it's just drug dealing. But we look around us today in America, everywhere in America, every big city. If you look at the destruction that drugs is causing. So it's like a death sentence for many. Many are losing their lives. You talk about the crack era. So why is a foreigner, pushing, a criminal from these people's community as a hero? They are telling you, no, he is a criminal. Why are you arguing? But here we go. When trying to fit in goes wrong. FBA Young Lion, don't worry. I will fast forward it. I just wanted you guys to hear this part here. Yaya King, thank you for the super chat. He said, it's about time that we Africans stand up. We have been quiet for too long. People respect strength. Thank you very much for the super chat. You're 100% correct. Okay, here we go.
But it's not the worst thing that many black people do.
What did I tell you?
Elvis, I think you're out of your realm.
Check this out. I tell you on that. I said the most.
What does that mean, Dollar Bill?
Hold up.
So, Dollar Bill, a guy there named Dollar Bill in the back, says to him, you're out of your realm. That is a civilized way of letting you know, hey, look, bro, this conversation doesn't concern you. This is not something you should be talking about. So that means you're out of your realm. He's saying, oh, what are you talking about? The guy is a drama queen. So let's see what Dollar Bill is about to. Dollar Bill is giving him the green, like to try to let him know, hey, yo, dude, like step away from this conversation. This is not for you. So he wants to know what the guy means.
Let me say this: the most important event in our history, our time, was that Million Man March. LeBron James, if he would have said, "Yeah, well, thank you, congratulations on the 29th anniversary of the Million Man March, stay strong, brother," something like that.
The Million Man March didn't tangibly give black people anything.
Oh, really?
It was just a show of force. It didn't have any legislation that's long lasting. It didn't have any long lasting effects on black people.
Most of the stuff
So, do you see this? So this is the things that. Remember, Elvis comes here. He said, "Oh, the Africans are disrespecting the blacks." Which African do you see going to the blacks telling them their Million Man match didn't show any effect? Like you are explaining this to them. The Million Man match, this didn't happen like, let's say, Martin Luther King's era. Carla and Dollar Bill, both the people on the panel, they are old enough. I bet they were there. They were old enough to be there. So you're going to tell them, about this. But he came here, he said the Africans are disrespectful to the blacks. People that like to point to others and say they are disrespectful, they don't even know what disrespect is. This is the highest level of disrespect. You go to someone's house and try to tell them about their own story.
You see right now in Black America, the businesses you see in Black America.
That was because of the Million Man March?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
You know what it is, Elvis?
People had businesses before the Million Man March started, and they got businesses after.
The idea that black men could stand together. Before it was like they were told we're nothing but.
Like I told you, it was a ploy for Farrakhan to show the white people that he got the black people on a puppet string. He could tell them be here by 2 o'clock and they would be there. You guys reaffirmed his position in the black community in the eyes of the white man, so they kept going to him every time there was an issue. What do you think, Farrakhan? What do you think, Farrakhan? That's all it was. It wasn't anything that was.
The media may have played Farrakhan up or not. But to us, right, that the participating Million Man March.
No, say that again, Kyla. Say that again, because that's the point. The Million Man March played Farrakhan up.
No. The media play Farrakhan up because that's what they want. They always make it seem like one person's a leader, right, Dollar Bill? And then they can.
He's out of his realm.
The movement dies.
And for you to say, I know you, and I know you're a nice guy, and I know some of the things that you try to talk about, you really think you know about them, right?
Bungo. See how the Dollar Bill opened up? Like this Dollar Bill, he has so much vitriol against me, right? But I don't know why. I don't disagree with him right here. He's on point. He's listening. He tried to chime in to let him know, nah, look, this is not your culture. You don't know what you're talking about. He didn't listen. So now the guy's telling him straight up, look, you're a nice guy. We get it. You come over here like you tap dance. They know the friendship, the bridge he's building is not based in truth. So the bridge is very shaky. So you're gonna see, Hurricane Tyrone is picking up. Once Hurricane Tyrone reaches Hurricane Elvis, no. Hurricane Shantel is forming as this conversation was happening. This is Hurricane Tyrone. Then Hurricane Shantel is forming up in the Gulf of Mexico, was on its way. Wait till Hurricane Shantel reaches there. The devastation is in the billions of dollars. Here we go.
So when you said, oh, he didn't kill anybody, of course he killed millions of people selling drugs.
He did, exactly.
Okay, he affected millions of black people.
Okay, Dollar Bill, you always want to find some sideways
truth.
So
guys, can you guys imagine Elvis is trying to debate debate this guy, Dollar Bill. Dollar Bill is saying this drug dealer have killed people. Elvis is trying to debate him to make it sound like it's silly. What's wrong with this guy? So you're trying to minimize it? You're trying to laugh at Dollar Bill? Are you saying what Dollar Bill is saying is he doesn't know what he's talking about? The amount of people, how many people die from drugs? So here we go. So he doesn't know what he's talking about.
No, it's the truth. You see, this is the problem. This is the issue.
Don't go there with me, Dollar Bill. I'm not even in the mood for that shit tonight. Don't do that.
This is the issue, not you.
Don't do that.
This is the issue.
The Sackler family, right? Who sold oxycodone to millions of people who got hooked on it and died. You think they're in prison right now? They're billionaires.
Yeah, they should
be. They're billionaires.
But nobody told
the Sackler family, the people that own Purdue Pharmacy.
You talk about oxycodone. You know you're talking about an illegal drug that people.
Illegal drug that was taken from the street and abused.
No, there are people. The prescription drug. The opioids, right?
You know prescription means, Elvis?
That's what I'm saying. That drug was known.
So what Elvis did there, he pivoted to try to bring in some white people in, so they can form bond with. He can form bond with the white with the blacks, because you know how because the blacks like to deflect. They will be like, oh, what about the white person? But these guys are not having it. You know, it's like obviously Elvis is a scammer. You know, he's trying to, fight hard to hold on to his bootlicking position. Because why else would he be arguing about drugs? Saying, who even, come on. That guy was in prison for years. He was a kingpin. Do you know how many lives he destroyed? For you to even debate that just blows my mind.
To be harmful.
Elvis.
That's why they got sued and they had to pay billions in restitution to those families, bro. Read up on that story. They got sued and they had to pay billions in restitution. What I'm telling you is, you're saying that this guy's a murderer, right? Because he sold drug dealers coming in. Fine. If you say that, right? But it's different, right? It's different than taking a gun and shooting somebody because you have a beef with them. There's somebody coming to you to buy a drug that you're selling. It's different.
Your own people strung out on drugs because you want to be a capitalist.
Yeah, selling drugs is not good, but you can't just equate it to murder. It's a personal choice.
Yes. No, it's murder.
Can he murder you, Dollar Bill, by selling drug in the corner? Is he murdering you?
Yes.
Of course not, because you're not going there to buy the drug. You're not addicted to the drug.
He's murdering.
Guys, are you guys hearing this? So this guy goes and represents himself as African. So when you go do this, don't say African. Tell them who you're speaking on behalf of. Do you guys hear how idiotic this guy sounds? So he says to Dollar Bill that, okay, this guy selling drugs, would that kill you? He said, the guy said yes. He's like, no, but you won't buy it, blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, did I just hear Elvis say this? Okay.
During a generation of people.
It's a personal choice that people make to buy drug. I've never used drug in my life.
And the unborn children who are taking the drug through their mother. He's murdering a lot of people. And see, this is the issue. People keep thinking just because you make money, it's good. Well, you're making money, you got the bag. See, maybe that is a continental African thing, right? You got the bag, right?
All right. Did you guys see? You see how people like Elvis causes bad name for Africans? So because of his idiotic way, tap dancing, low self-esteem, now you see, because of him, Dollar Bill's like, okay, I guess this is a continental African thing. You guys don't care as long as you get the money. Well, can you blame Dollar Bill? That's the attitude that Elvis is showing him. He's letting him know. Hell, come on. It's just drugs. That's not gonna kill anybody. Oh, you just, if you shoot them, sure, but drugs don't kill. Only guns do.
Dollar Bill, you're a perpetual grief seeker, bro. You're a perpetual grief seeker.
Well, we shouldn't be. Listen, we should not be lauding people who are actually part of the destruction.
He didn't laud him. All he said was, "Welcome home, Big Meech." What should he say?
He should have said nothing.
He should
Nah, he can say welcome home. He can say welcome home.
Nothing.
That doesn't condone his actions or his past actions. That was 17 years ago.
Yes, it does.
17 years ago, he's paid his
If
price
he
to
wanted
society.
Oh, please, man. He'll never finish paying the price to society that he destroyed. Never. That's the issue. This is my people. If he was selling drugs to your people,
don't even start that shit.
Would you forgive him?
Don't even start that shit because I know that's where it was going. This is my
Liberians.
people.
These are
This is my people. What does that even mean?
That means these are my African American people that are being affected by these pariahs.
Okay, Dollar Bill. So from now on, anytime I'm on the platform, don't say shit about African people.
Do you guys see? So if he goes there, he's trying to leverage to say he's butthurt. He's butthurt because they reminded him, no, this is not your people. This is my people. And if I was Dollar Bill, that's what I would say too. Because if someone is trying to argue with me, telling me how I should embrace a drug dealer that came from my community, like, I would remind you that, look, man, this is out of your realm, man. This is none of your business. If this were your people, you wouldn't say that. So now he's mad. Okay? He's mad at Dollar Bill for letting him know this is not your people.
Don't say shit about people from the continent.
I am an African person.
No. Don't say shit about continental Africa because we're not your people. So this is your people, and I'm not a part of that people. No, this is what you do. You whine and cry about it when I delineate, but you love to delineate yourself from me. So don't ever talk about my people too. Don't talk about my people. You're African American, I'm African, we're different. Since that's what you're telling me. That's your people, I'm not a part of them, so I can't speak on it. No, that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying, Dollar Bill. That's exactly what you're saying.
What he said was, Dollar Bill said was, the drugs that he sold didn't affect anybody in Liberia. It affected the people.
No, it said, Carla, it didn't affect my people because my people are different than his.
No, because we're here in America,
No, don't say my tribe. You always like.
Yes. African Americans are different from your people, sir. You are not an African American.
To say that you're African, right? Is African a tribe or race of people?
No. It's not, when I say it was an African,
you speak on things in Africa, and you're not from that tribe, Dollar Bill. So don't be a hypocrite, bro.
But
don't be a hypocrite.
You can't even forgive the Liberians.
That's not true. That's not even true. I have Liberians in my family, bro.
And you don't want me to forgive somebody who's a pariah that's making money.
I never said forgive him. I didn't even say anything about forgiving him. All I said is you guys are overreacting to LeBron saying welcome home.
If he was selling
welcome home is not an endorsement of his actions.
Welcoming him back?
Welcome home is not an endorsement of his actions.
He's acknowledging his existence, still acknowledging. That's what
I mean, what are you talking about? The guy is popular in hip hop culture.
So, do you guys see what the blacks talk about? So he's telling them, oh, the guy's, popular in hip hop culture. So does that change anything? So how can you blame some of the FBAs like Tariq? The things they say is because of people like Elvis. So when he was saying he knows America, his idea of America is hip hop culture for the blacks. Just listen to him.
Should he be sentenced to death? Should he be sentenced to death for selling drugs?
What did you tell me? Well, you know what? We're waiting for the America line. We're just waiting for them to come back. Isn't that what he said?
No. That's not what I told you. That's what Dave was saying. Dave was talking tough, like we're gonna take that country back. One of these. I said, go back and take it. We're waiting for you. That's what I said.
Yeah, so you're for him.
Yeah, they're waiting for him.
All right. So you guys see that? Let's bring him to Hurricane. I think the hurricane arrived from the 9th ward.
It's chattel slavery in this country.
And Shantel.
And you know what? I'm probably more African American than the FBA guy there.
But you still went for them.
Louisiana people
my fucking
or Haitian people.
Selling up and down the coast.
What is my tribe first? Cool language group.
But in my line,
listen to what I'm saying.
Hold on, y'all. Before we bring Shantel in, let's introduce Shantel, properly. We need to put some respect on Shantel's name. We can just be bringing Shantel and not introducing her properly. So let me find the proper one. Hold on, where's Shantel's music?
I don't want peace. I want problems always.
It consists of about 13 tribes within that language group. One of the tribes within the language group themselves are called the Kru people, right? My people are a part of the Kru language group, so I consider them all my people. But when it comes to ethnic group, I'm a part of the Crown group of people who lives in the forest. We don't live near the sea coast. The Kru ethnic group live on the sea coast. They're seafarer, the people who are good on ship.
Sorry, Liberia catching strays from their brother here.
Guys are participating in slavery. Your kingdom areas were participating in slavery. The American
Where's my kingdom area? Say it.
And you guys got the wrong person. I said that my mother.
And a lot of y'all do it. Dynasty.
Now we're gonna take responsibility doing that, right? Why? Because they defamed us, they destroyed our people, and they gave us a bad image. All right, that's taking. Now we're gonna take responsibility.
By African American. She wants to get on collar for talking shit about.
He got mad at me and said I'm a misery merchant. Huh?
Yeah, not a misery. You're a grief merchant. You like to go look for grief. You like to bring division, but then you don't like to take it when I say I'm an African. What am I? Am I a Martian? What am I? Am I from Japan?
Yeah. Listen, when I was particularly talking about my people, I was talking about my tribe. This guy comes from my tribe. And I don't like the fact that we big up people just because they make money or they legitimize themselves, because these people, the harm that they've done to the black community, in America, I don't care many years they spend in jail. They need to atone themselves to us and some of the stuff that they've done in the community. And so that's all I was saying. There's nothing wrong. It wasn't done to your community, right? A different kind of African. It wasn't done to the continental Africans, because you can't forgive other people. How can you get angry with me for being angry with somebody in my tribe?
You're talking crazy right now. You say I can't forgive.
Hold on, Elvis.
Why would you even make that statement?
Hold on, Elvis. He made a lot of sense. You got to understand something, Elvis, right? When we talk about the like I said, you guys, Africans, other people like that, want Black America to take responsibility. What Dollar Bill just did is he took responsibility. He's saying we got bad actors in our community. When that, we're going to take responsibility doing that, right? Why? Because they defamed us, they destroyed our people, and they gave us a bad image. Right? That's taking responsibility, Okay. And so that's what Dollar Bill is basically saying. He's taking responsibility of what happened to his people in this culture, in this day and age, or whatnot. Now, I'm not saying that.
Again, I didn't endorse Big Meats. All I said is I didn't think what LeBron said was something that has taken away all the good things that he did for his people.
Hold on a second.
Hold on. For it or against it?
Let me say this something, sir. Why are you pinpointing me when yesterday I wasn't the only one talking about your wife? I know you ain't making it out that I'm jealous.
I have no idea. All I know, I remember looking at this.
No. It wasn't just me. But you.
Oh, here we go. So, Hurricane Shantel is in the house, and she wants to know. Oh, I hope. Why is she getting addressed about talking about Carla's wife? Shantel, if you're not jealous, why bring it up? That means you're jealous. But it's none of my business. I don't want you to come blow the bridge over here. Just an observation. Okay? No beef over here, Shantel. Stay right over there on Elvis.
Pointed me out and checked me on.
You said something about my wife was cheating or something like that. I know that.
It wasn't just me, sir, but I'm gonna tell you something, honey. I don't got nothing to do with you and your wife. Don't threaten me. You up here talking about my motherfucking people.
What are you talking about? Your people? Who's your people?
You're not African American. You are a black.
Oh, Carla got called out. So Shantel is coming here exposing them. Apparently, Carla's hairline is not lining up. It's not doing the FBA line properly. So Shantel came to call everyone out.
Dollar Bill, man. Dollar Bill. You learn something new every day.
You're a black immigrant. Carla, both of your parents and grandparents is not from here. Cut the shit.
Okay. That's something new. I didn't know that.
You're cosplaying. A lot of y'all do it. Dynasty. A lot of y'all are not.
Oh yeah, this is funny. Shantel, man, you're a hilarious chick. So man, you're hilarious.
You're hilarious because I know who you are.
Yeah. Look, you haven't heard nothing yet, man. You have not heard anything yet.
Bohemians to Africans.
You haven't heard anything yet. Look, I love
compare Bohemians to Africans and leave my people the fuck alone.
Look, things I know.
I ain't worried about you and no motherfucking African woman.
Let me say this, Shantel.
You don't ever address me like I'm
black people in America.
Hey, look, Shantel She sounds like a very nice lady, you know, church lady. Those of you men that are looking to marry you a nice, beautiful black woman in America, Shantel, hey, I don't know if she's available, but you know, she sounds like a real nice lady. Well, stop accusing her of having a filthy mouth. That's how they say hello where she came from. Here we go.
Black
You don't want to know the real deal, sir.
Black America out development has been
Don't
arrested.
address me like that. Like
Oh,
I'm
that's
jealous.
why we could be 45 and we're still like we're 15, you know?
You could have just been like,
See, when I told you most of the blacks, they are immature. People, oh, Freedomus, you're a hater. You heard Carla say it, and you're seeing this. So this is the bridge Elvis was building. But Shantel is just warming up, you know, warming up. Elvis is in the corner crying right now with his blue do-rag. Wait till Shantel gets to him.
don't mention my wife. But yesterday it wasn't just me talking about your wife.
Oh, you man, you're the only one on the panel right now. So I think
no, Elvis was.
Yeah, Elvis, don't do that again, bro. You know.
Yeah, now you say it because you have a personal beef with me.
Yeah, so,
but I gives no fuck. I don't give a fuck about what people on YouTube trip off. I just get up here.
Now this Ross Moisture says that I'm a Caribbean cosplayer.
Well, you Bohemian. A lot of y'all.
Dollar Bill, man.
Oh my God!
How did I get kicked out of African American family?
I don't know, man. They got you out now.
What's the dude on the panel right here with the W? I heard yesterday on Afro Damon's panel, you two have a parent that's Caribbean.
Who, me?
No, the one with the W.
And you guys see over here on the channel, on the panel, the people that are there, Shantel is the only one that I like among them. Okay, because she says my name properly, you know, and she knows I'm speaking the truth to these dusty Negroes. So Shantel, you get your action on. We on your side, Shantel. Continue.
No, I'm African American.
Both parents, all grandparents.
Yes, both parents are African American. Yes.
These people be me.
I got some folks in the Caribbean, but I'm African American. I got a few folks in the Caribbean.
You said I'm Caribbean?
I got a few folks in the Caribbean. They're in there from the Virgin Islands.
I didn't hear.
Virgin Islands is African American, Chantel. That's the U.S.
That's the U.S. Virgin Islands.
No, the first what?
It's the U.S. Virgin Islands.
U.S. Virgin Islands.
No, he's saying that's his first one.
Virgin Islands got an HBCU. You know, so
Shantel, don't allow them to gaslight you. U.S. Virgin Islands is in the Caribbean. They are not FBA because I mean Hawaii is part of the United States, but is it? You know, the Hawaiians, you know, they're not the same group of people as the people in the mainland, okay, or people from Guam. So if he said there's HBCU, he's trying to gaslight you. Gaslight.
Black. That's
black. Not what I couldn't hear what he said. Like, what was the statement?
That's I'm African American. I got some family from the Virgin Islands too.
Okay. Now how does that work? How do you got family from the Virgin Islands if you're not a Caribbean?
That's not the Caribbean. That's
it's not
the Virgin Islands is a U.S. territory, Chantel. That means it's part of the United States.
Okay, I know that, but it's still a part. Come on, we know Jamaica and all that. That's not a part of America.
Those are just facts. Ancestry. My father's okay.
He don't drag his
Alfred
people
Thomas
like
is
that.
an asshole.
He don't drag his own fucking ass.
1946 after the war.
There you go.
But Shantel.
From North Carolina, Winston-Salem,
North Carolina, bro.
North Carolina.
Me, Dollar Bill and I from North Carolina.
Y'all just don't. Y'all the black.
How the hell can I be
y'all not us. Y'all don't have us. It's not written all over.
You weren't even part of America during the slave trade.
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about
you were underneath the French rule. Louisiana belonged to the French.
It's African telling me about my motherfucking self again.
I'm telling you about what Louisiana.
So you guys see, Elvis still don't know his lane. Shantel is warning him. This African is telling me about my MF self. But here we go.
Yeah, it was. I'm not talking about you, Shantel.
Let's me and you go ahead.
I wanted to say this because she's so wrong, but she doesn't know. Let her say it, Carla. Carla, you know what she's saying. Go ahead.
This dude is a snake. Okay, snakes need to.
No, let her speak, Carla.
You swear too much, sir. And I've been peeping you a long time, Elvis. You full of shit, okay? And you even throw other Africans under the bus like Zongo too.
Go ahead and say what you want to say. Give me that history lesson where you're wrong.
I'm saying Zongo is a realist. You threw him under the bus. You went over there and talked shit about us, and then you blamed it on Zongo and came back. Oh, Zongo. No, that was you talking shit, not Zongo.
So you guys see that. So apparently, see, Shantel comes. She tells the truth. So Elvis didn't only go on and try to throw me under the bus. Not that I care about this old dusty Carla over there, but he threw Zongo under the bus. So he goes and says something grimy, and then he lies on Zongo. So it sounds like this is a thing he does. So Shantel is calling him out.
I don't want to go there, man. You know, I want to say some really, you know, I want to say some things to you, but
Let's talk about Liberia though, since you
I don't want to do it. I'm gonna bring my other side.
You don't know enough about Liberia.
Let me talk. So what you say, Colin?
I said, well, Liberia's one. Like, let me give.
No, Carla, let her speak. She's so grown. She said this before, but I want her to say it, and then I'll make her feel stupid. Let her say it.
Let me say this right. He fool out of himself by not knowing the history of Liberia.
No, Carla, let her speak, please. You know this, and we can both debunk her. Go ahead.
Running their mouth with general.
Okay, so let me tell you what I read, just like you.
All right, the Liberians in the chat, you get ready, put on your bulletproof vests, because Shantel is about to, you know, snipe you guys. Here we go.
Red, you wasn't there, right? Neither was I. You read, I read.
I studied. I researched. I'm on research level.
Research my motherfucking ass. This boy
yeah,
said,
of course. That's what I said.
Tell what happened to you today.
Fantasy book. You
were so nice yesterday.
What's the name of the book?
What's
the name of the book?
And I don't like it. I'm tired of him talking about my.
Carla, let her give us the history, bro. Don't interrupt her. Let her give us the history.
I'm gonna have to give me a beer after this.
Go ahead, Shantel.
I ain't with that shit to entertain Africans. Cut that shit out.
We're all Africans.
Go ahead, Chantel. Tell me what my people did.
Afrodamus. He don't drag his people like
Afrodamus is
that.
an asshole.
He don't drag his own fucking people.
I'm not dragging my people.
Period.
Oh, why you don't want to tell us the history of my people, Chantel? Go ahead. Tell me about my people.
Africans letting Elvis sit up here with his big mouth and microphone talking a bunch of shit he don't know.
Tell me about my people, Chantel.
Oh, so back to you. Back to you. And I'm gonna be quiet.
Carla, it's a hard thing, bro.
No, Dollar Bill, please. Let her speak. Dollar Bill, let her speak.
All right, so you heard that they came, they let him know he's not one of them. So let us go to part 2 here of the show. Here. Let's go.
You speak for yourself.
Yeah, I am.
Speak for yourself.
Creoles, okay, from Louisiana, right? And so you've got a bunch of white folks who are living here in America who have, when they check their DNA, they have a whole bunch of black inside of them, right? But they don't recognize themselves as black people, okay? So for us to say that we're an admixture when most of us are over 80% African DNA.
You don't know what our DNA is.
Oh,
sir.
I do.
I got people in my family,
studies.
sir. I got people in my motherfucking family, sir, that look white. I got native in my blood.
Had you some easy Jesus tonight.
I got native because you tell me speak for yourself.
Yeah, I am.
Speak for yourself, because
I know
I get 80%. Not we are admixture.
No, you can admix you want.
You might be 80%, but a lot of my family, we not that what you claim.
I'm more than 80%.
A lot of us in the South is native bloodlines running all through us.
2%. Most African Americans are less. And you talking to a person.
Most African Americans.
Most African Americans are less than 1%. People like me and Carla probably have 2%.
I think all dark skin arrived from Africa. Are you serious?
No, I got a woman who's laying in bed to me next to me tonight, and she's 90% Nigerian, and she.
Man, do you guys hear this, Dusty Negro? No Nigerian woman is laying next to him. He just had to make that up. But here we go.
He's 4 shades whiter than me.
Oh, Dollar Bill. Is Chantel saying she's not African? Then her people wasn't sold and brought into the United States from Africa. Yeah. So what's her beef for?
Do you guys see Elvis is not minding his business? He is not leaving Shantel alone. But here we go.
The African gonna tell me who I am. You ready, Elvis? Go ahead, tell me who I am, because you smarter. You know me better than I know me, huh?
Only me. Only I know.
Hey, Elvis.
Only I know.
You said that you're not African, right?
I did not say that.
Okay, then say it. Then tell the panel you're African. Say it. You're African, then, right?
Elvis, I've said this to you. I don't know how many times. We are a people of admixture, sir.
What does that mean? Does that take away your Africanness? You're a majority African. Say you're not majority African. Tell us that.
Right there. I'm gonna say this again. I said you will not make me say I'm majority African. I say I respect all of my admixture. I'm just an ad.
So he wants to do African tests on her. So I've seen there are a couple of Africans like him who go around. They want to go and tell the blacks that the blacks are Africans, but their own people, they don't see those people as their own or try to unite with them. Isn't this something else? Here we go.
Even if you only
I'm
been
not
mixed
gonna
with,
say
even
I'm
if
a
you
great
coffee and you got a little cream.
Why you and you another thing, Sir Lee Johnson don't look half German, does she? No, she doesn't, Elvis. You quick to say
I don't even know who that is.
Sir Lee Johnson, like the president lady. You always like, well, you don't look native.
She's not half German.
She got German in her blood.
She's 1/4. She's 25% German.
All right.
25%.
You always talking about what she don't look like. What she got German, but she don't look it, does she?
But she don't classify herself as a German because she has 25% from her grandfather.
And what am I classifying myself as?
You're African. That's what you should classify as. The majority of your DNA is African. I can look at you and tell you you're an African woman, Shantel. You're a black African woman. That's what you are. Your phenotype tells me that you're an African woman. That's what I'm telling you.
Like polygamy.
So you guys see, he's trying to tell Shantel about herself, who she is. If she's from Louisiana, those people are high yellow over there. They are very mixed. If the person is mixed with different races, how can you tell them that they are African? So Elvis is out of his lane. Dollar Bill shut him down and collared. In the segment, he was pushing the drug dealer as a good guy. Now he's telling Shantel about who she is, that she is an African woman, because he can look at her and tell that she is African. This guy looks at Kamala. He can tell us if Kamala is black or not. He thinks Kamala is black. The same guy who said on a platform that he doesn't know what a woman is, but Chantel's race. Okay.
Stop telling me who I am. You don't tell me.
I'm telling you who you are by looking at you. If you look white, I would have told you she looked like a white woman. I'm looking at you. You look like a black woman, Shantel. You don't look Indian. You don't look Puerto Rican. You don't look anything but a black African woman to me. That's what I'm telling you. You got a problem with that? Deal with it.
Those are fighting words, man. Those are fighting words.
African boy. I don't give a fuck what you think.
Chantel, you were getting fucked by African dudes. What are you saying?
This is hilarious. Man.
Yeah, you got fucked by like 10 African dudes. What are you trying?
So, did you guys see this? So all night, Elvis has been stewing. The blacks rejected him. They broke him. They finally broke him. So he's lost it. Now he's disrespecting Shantel. You guys heard what he said to her. He started getting degenerate. So so Elvis better not ever come up here to tell us that building bridges. Yeah. He's a Liberian Pookie. So let's hear more from him.
Don't tell me that bullshit. So saying that I'm African is not an insult. You're getting your back blown out by African dick. What are you trying to tell me, Shantel? Don't go there. You told us on the panel you got fucked by African dudes. You told us that you did a lot of African dudes. So what are you saying, Shantel? Yeah, you literally, Carla, didn't she tell us that she did African dudes? Yeah, she literally told us that she did African guys. Yeah. Don't tell me I told you now. I've been putting myself on mute to save you from myself because I know who I am, Shantel.
Stink booty motherfucker.
Hey, you was getting fucked by those stink booty Africans, Shantel. You were sucking that dick and smelling that stink booty while you were sucking it, Shantel. No, Shantel wanted it. I'm giving it.
So, you guys see what's happening to the bridge? Can you guys imagine this? Yeah. Yeah, he's one of the blacks. He's building bridges. Okay, let's hear more.
Her tonight. She's been poking the bear. I'm giving it to her tonight. Let's go, Shantel. I'm ready. Keep going, Shantel. I'm ready for you. I only try to save you for myself. That's why I was mute for a while. But you want it. Let's do it, Shantel. What else?
You don't know nothing about us, bitch.
No. Don't go to cussing now. Let's have the conversation. You can speak more than cussing. Use words. I mean, the fact that you think I would want to rule African American. I'm not even African American. Why you keep saying that? This is like your second day saying that shit. You hate Africans, but you were getting your pussy ate by them. You were sucking their dick.
He's getting more and more vulgar, guys.
They were fucking you. What else do you want to say, Shantel?
Hell.
No, fuck it. I told her I don't want to go there. I know who I am. I can go. I'm war ready. I like peace, but I'm war ready. So let's go there, Shantel.
Well, he is channeling the spirit of General Butt Naked. Let's continue.
Let's do it. What else you got to say? Nah, fuck it, Dollar Bill. Let's do it. I know myself. That's why you see I like to be peaceful. But if she want to go there with me, we can go there.
All right, guys. I heard that there were several cars driving on that bridge. And now that you guys have seen the bridge collapsed, I would like to send some paramedics to go rescue, some of the drivers who were driving. Here we go.
What else, Shantel? Use other words. I'm only saying things about you that's true. I'm not just calling you ad hominems. I'm only saying shit about you that you tell us about yourself. Yeah, you were smelling that sting booty, Shantel. You were smelling them.
Y'all all Negroes and whatnot,
Bantu, now you see.
Y'all all Negroes. I'm firmly convinced that everybody on this panel is Negroes. Everybody's panel is a Negro.
Nah, you was worshiping them all. He's a good man. Elvis is a good man and all that shit.
Yeah, I'm a good man I'm a good man when you don't push me. I tell people that all the time. If you push me to that level, I go there. That's what I tell myself. I know myself. There's two sides to me, bro. I always advocate for peace, but I'm war ready. So if you cross that threshold, you'll get the other side of me. That's all it is. I'm not telling you that I'm always peaceful.
All right, guys, can you put them? Colin, you gotta put them out for a minute. You gotta put them folks down.
Even though, look, I understand why Elvis is mad. I understand what like that. But
she came on the platform poking the bear, and I warned her earlier on. I told her.
Yeah, this Liberian bear is just not having it. Let's see. If the bear is still around. Let's see. Hey, the bear still looks happy, but the bear on Carla's channel, that bear got poked.
Shantel, don't do that. I warned her.
Bitch,
come on, you gotta be more ladylike. Shantel, please.
Let's be
more ladylike. Let's change the topic.
What did she do to you,
I told you this bitch was a snake. He do not like Black Americans. I kept on.
Shantel, you're gonna push me to another level. I'm gonna give you the warning now. You're gonna push me to another level, and when I start saying what I'm gonna say, you're gonna start crying. So that's a warning. That's a fair warning. I'll give you that for now.
In front of me, you must not know me, bitch. I will fucking fuck you up if you was in front of me. You better not never threaten me. Don't you ever.
Shantel, I'll eat you raw. I'll eat you raw.
Whoa.
Literally, I'll eat you.
Did you guys hear this? So he said he's gonna eat her raw. So Elvis has been mad all night. He said he's gonna eat her raw. So eventually he would lie and be like, "Oh, she asked me and I said I'm gonna eat her." But he said he's gonna eat her raw. So let's see where this goes.
Raw. So don't go there with me, Shantel. Don't do it.
Crazy.
Don't do it, Shantel. I can speak without using the bitch. The motherfucker. I can speak English. Speak English. Every other word is a bitch, is a motherfucker. That's all you got, Shantel.
You gotta cut.
No, you asked me if I was gonna eat you, right? I said I'll eat you. You asked me if I was gonna eat you. I said I'll eat you.
Let me.
No, she didn't ask you. You just said you're gonna eat her raw. Go ahead, you're right. He's definitely grown up in one of those hoods, just as I suspected.
I'm not here to dispel scare.
I gotta drop both of you down. Let me drop.
Hey, Colin, play a video.
Video. Right. Let me find a video to play. Then I'll bring them back up.
Thank you. Yeah,
tell him about fucking eating somebody, bitch. Cut you in pieces, bitch.
Shantel, what you want tonight?
Shantel, you shook, man.
Can we listen to the rest of them both?
Deep down, I'm a nice guy.
I don't know who this guy is, man, but this guy is the most profound thing I've heard in a long time.
Where's Baruti when you need him, bro? This is his wheelhouse.
No, Baruti be talking. Hold up.
You have me stressed out. Why you gonna stop by, Shantel?
This bitch is a snake, and now he's not only a snake, but he practiced cannibalism.
Hold up. But at the same time, Shantel, you can't just anger somebody and think that's. I'm sure. Hold on.
And I didn't anger him, Tyler.
When he said, hold on, I give him the benefit of the doubt.
I ain't anger him.
He said, I'll eat you raw. That just means I'm gonna eat you like whatever.
You
like
hate black women.
I don't mean he's gonna kill you.
I anger him.
Literally,
that does mean that's what the fuck. Carla, he's
it's
from
like
a
figuratively. If I don't think it mean literally, literally.
You motherfucking know he's from a tribe that eat people.
Shantel,
we only.
So you guys see this? Shantel is worried now that Elvis is gonna eat her. So she's saying Elvis came from a tribe that eat people. So you guys see what Elvis brought? Let's continue.
We only eat people doing war, Shantel. We only eat people doing war. Report me, Shantel. It'll be a nice conversation.
He's trying to turn it into a joke. So Shantel says she's gonna call the FBI. or their FBA hotline.
With the FBI, let
What
him
did
come
you
look
do
for
to
me.
set you off, Elvis? What did you do?
Can I ask you a question,
You'll never do
Shantel?
that shit again in the
Chantel called me a stink African. So I told her, I said, you know, Chantel, you said that you
Let's
did
not
African
reiterate.
men. No, don't tell me not to reiterate. I'm trying to explain to the brother. He wants to know.
Yeah, well, he can always go back and look.
Okay, you're gonna have to go back then because they don't want me to reiterate what
You
you
said
said.
you raw, and we know what you were saying.
I'm trying to de-escalate.
It's not nice.
No.
Listen, I admit that Shantel did come in a little verbose, but you did cross the line. And so, we got to be more responsible.
Dollar Bill,
So you guys see it? So his masters, all night they've been just giving him lashes upon lashes. So they turned on him. He thought he was in a Black American bro code with them. So they just turned on him. You heard it. Dollar Bill just told him he was wrong. And who knows, maybe they'll make him apologize or go sit in the corner. Elvis doesn't even know what what he's getting himself into. Here we go.
I've been working on myself for years. Bro.
You gotta
let me tell you this, Dollar Bill. I am an aggressive, very violent person. I've worked on myself for many years.
I believe
all right? And
How idiotic is Elvis? So Elvis, you just told this woman you're gonna eat her raw, and now you're talking about how violent you are. You just told this woman is worried about becoming an FBA bushmeat, FBA burger. But sure, you're telling her how violent you are. I don't think that's a good idea, but all right.
Myself to this point. That's why when people look at me and say, "Oh, Elvis, you're being weak, you're being this," I'm like, these guys don't even know me. I like to be peaceful, but I'm always warm. So being aggressive and being angry, that's my natural self. But I try to repress it. I try to repress it. So that's why when people are trying to cross the line with me, I tell them, watch yourself. Don't think the facade that Elvis shows online is the real Elvis. It's not the real me.
This is the difference. This is the difference. When we go to war against men. We can't go to war against the women. And see, there's a lot of times.
When I go to war,
I know you're not afraid.
Okay, so
deal with
no, not saying afraid. I said just war. We're not talking about war.
No, Elvis, you did say you're going to war. You're doing your war dance. You just digging. Again, you're right. He's digging himself in more. You just told her you're gonna eat her raw, and she's worried now. You're telling her how violent you are. Like, what is wrong with Elvis? But here we go. I hope people would learn from this, Africans.
And one thing I admire about you is that you are always sticking up for the women and fighting.
That shit is fake. I told y'all that.
I didn't say
he's a
Shantel, you was like, Elvis is you was saying all this good stuff about him. What happened?
I thought so at first until I picked it up and I said this bitch is a snake. Now you Bantu. Now you see what I'm saying?
Listen, I think we need a philosophy.
I think Shantel, I avoided you for the longest.
I'm reporting you.
I mean, you keep saying you're reporting me like that's supposed to shut me up. I avoided you for the longest when you talk shit because I don't want to go that way with you. I try to avoid most women when they want to get tough on me because I know who I am.
Frenchie says, clarify, please. She genuinely believes that you want to eat her. So Frenchie wants you to give her an explanation.
No, Dollar Bill. Look, Dollar Bill. Don't start that shit. No. I'm not reading the comment. I'm on the panel, right? I'm not reading the comment. I'm not reading the comment. I'm telling you this, Dollar Bill.
It's not me.
Like I said, Shantel, you've heard me on other panels. I'm not always this calm person and this peace pushing person.
And I said,
when people push me there, I go there. That's who I am. You've heard me on panels before. I'm not just somebody who would just not say anything.
I'm reporting you.
I mean, Shantel, report me. Go do it already.
Because that's illegal here, and I'm quite sure
go do it already.
I hope all you wanna be FBAs, are learning from this. I hope you're getting your wake-up call. You see what Elvis is going through. Within one night in a show, they keep lashing him, and now they turned him into a cannibal. Here we go. I hope you're learning. First, he was a stank African, and he couldn't take it, and he started saying all that sexual stuff to Shantel. He doesn't even know that probably was turning Shantel on until he said he was going to eat her raw. Okay. I don't know what's going on over there at that channel, but Africans, if you stay away from that place. That's all I can tell you.
And Carla, she's pushing me there. I'm about to go around too on her.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all.
People, stop.
I just got here. I missed a lot. Why y'all talking about eating
Trying
people?
to put ketchup on me and eat me.
No comment on that, Jonathan. No comment on that.
Why y'all talking about eating people?
We wasn't talking about eating people. Look, let me stop that. You know, he said eat you
I'm
raw.
reporting this channel.
Basically, he was talking about.
Shantel don't report no
Shantel,
channel.
Oh, no, I have to because that's illegal. I'm very fucking serious.
What's illegal? What's illegal?
Okay, Shantel, what are you on tonight? What are you on
Shantel said, I'm not afraid of you. You what are you gonna eat me? That's what she asked me. I said, yeah, I'll eat you raw. That's it. That's why she shook it. She wants to
Shantel, you take that serious.
So it sounds like Elvis likes to lie because we just heard the tape. She didn't ask you if you're gonna eat her. You just what she was calling you names, going off, and saying all MF thing. That's about what she said. And you said you're gonna eat her raw. You jumped into saying you would eat her raw. Now he wants to walk it back. Here we go.
Yeah, she shook up and she called the
Elvis ain't
FBI.
eating nobody in the United States of America. Now, Liberia, I don't know, but in the United States of America, he ain't got to eat nobody.
He practiced
Don't do that,
cannibalism
Shantel.
back home, Jonathan, and he comes to this country and threatened to eat me raw. And you know he wasn't talking about
He wasn't serious, Chantel. Come on.
No,
man.
I'm reporting. No, I'm reporting. I don't play like
No,
that.
guys, let her report me.
I looked it up, and that shit means that statement was a threat to somebody's life. That's illegal.
Chantel said her brothers will lay me out. That's a threat too. Chantel said I won't say it to her face. That's a threat too. So go ahead and report me, Chantel.
Both of y'all up here committing felony crimes with y'all little internet criminal threats. Y'all stop.
They full of shit.
Chantel, let that go.
Carla should have cut it off as soon as Elvis made the cannibal threat.
She's really shook about that. You were talking tough, and now she's shook up.
Chantel, listen. When Elvis said he'll eat you, he didn't mean it that way, okay, honey?
Oh, sweetie. When the FBI hear him talking about
Elvis looking at you like Thanksgiving dinner, honey.
You're gonna see how it go. And
in a good way.
Be cut off thanks to Elvis.
Chantel.
Watch you don't have no channel.
Guys, are you seeing how dysfunctional this is? Like, I don't know Africans like here who act like this, to be honest. Like, this is blowing my mind. This is weird. He went into like this, sexualizing her, like talking about all sex stuff, as you guys heard. And then he talked about eating her. This is the bridge he wants to build. Yes, Mimi, Shantel wants to report Elvis to the FBI.
He wants to shut you down, Carla.
I ain't want to shut shit down. Carla, he did it to himself by letting you do it.
Look. I let you guys on here talk and everything like that. You guys say, I had nothing to do with it, man. I'm sitting here minding my business.
You're gonna be minding business with no channel too, because them motherfuckers is about to cut you loose. They about that.
They're not going. Chantel, they're not going to do it over
Watch
that.
Watch when I report this shit. I ain't letting him get because that man.
Chantel, let me tell you this, right?
Probably already 8 people.
Let me tell you this, Chantel. Let me tell you this, right? I'm actually going to apologize to you, right? Because that's a part of me that I don't like to see.
Guys, African people, are you seeing this? Are you guys seeing this? Yeah. He's gonna walk it all back. It means he have no self-control. He's about to apologize. What if he had controlled himself in the first place? Here we go.
That's a part of me that I normally don't like to see. I don't like
you
to come out.
gotta be a bigger woman.
So I'm going to apologize to you.
Grow up. Part of being an adult is knowing where to put things behind you.
No, I'm not saying this for you not to report me. I actually want you to report me because then I'll get your full name and then we can get to know each other. Real.
I'm glad you said
that. He keeps digging himself in. He keeps saying things to dig himself in. Okay.
You gonna get my full name and come and eat me? Okay.
He didn't say that, Shantel.
Why you gonna get my name if I record?
Yeah, because I have to face my accuser. If you're accusing me, I gotta face my accuser. So I'm gonna get your full name. So accuse me,
Man, Elvis, don't talk that.
You intimidating me? He's intimidating me by telling me if I report him, gonna get.
I said I want you to report. I'm apologizing because that's not who I want to be. That's not who I want to be now. That's who I was in the past. So I don't want to be going there and cussing people out and saying crazy shit.
He say he ate people.
You ever been on Adonis's platform?
He ain't ate nobody before.
Jonathan, you ever been on Adonis's platform and heard me and people get into it? I know who I am. I don't like to have confusion all the time. I'd rather have peace.
For the most part.
Right.
In the past.
Yeah, I worked up. No, I'm talking about. No, that's not what I said. I lived in America. I lived in America for like 85% of my life. How can I eat people in America? My point is, I don't like to be nasty. I don't like to be confrontational. I'd rather have peace because I know myself. I can go overboard and I can be crazy.
You don't use
that's what I want to be, and that's the better me. And I told Shantel, don't do that. Don't push me. Don't do it. She came looking to fuss with me tonight, and I kept telling her, don't do it.
Chantel, don't worry. If you ever come up missing and they find the arm and the leg that's after you, we're going to get Elvis' ass. Don't you worry about it. But I don't believe that that's going to be a problem.
Tribe, and I'm about to spray. I'm sending this shit to Tariq, too.
Oh, Lord.
You're going to send it to the FBA guys.
See? So Shantel says she's going to send this to Tariq. And, like these people the other day, they were sitting there lying, talking about, oh, Afridamus is like Tariq. He's a race traitor. But they don't call Tariq a race traitor. You know why they say I'm a race traitor? Oh, he allowed a white person to call on his panel. Why can't you hate the white man like we do? Well, do you super chat in this show? No, you don't. If you don't like somebody on the panel, you can buy them out. This is a capitalist country, and I practice capitalism. So, yeah, very dysfunctional people. This is the crew Elvis was talking about. He's building a bridge with us. Yeah, I wanted you guys to see this, so that you know the type of dysfunction some of these self-hating Africans are engaged in.
Y'all don't have no threatening to eat us. You should be ashamed of this.
Oh God, it's the laugh I need.
Send it to
spread the message. You bitches out here eating us.
We out here eating them. Man.
Elvis out here eating people now.
Yeah, we out here eating people, man. You know that the one thing about me, nobody can shame me about my people. Anything you tell me, your people were eating people during the war. I say, yeah, they were eating people during the war. That's true.
So he's making it worse and worse. So he's like, yeah, my people were eating people during the war. I love my people. Let me just throw them under the bus. Yes, my people were eating people during the war, but you're the one telling this woman you're gonna eat her. So they're laughing. He thinks this is a joke, and then he's saying this. Why wouldn't Shantel be worried? And he himself is admitting this. And he used that as a threat. Okay.
True. What do you want to do?
It's about you being in America and threatening to eat somebody.
No, Shantel
brought it up that my people were eating people in Liberia. She brought that up. Thinking that would be something that I would be ashamed of. I'm not ashamed of it. My people eat people during war. That's true.
If I report him, he's gonna get my information and come eat.
And that's intimidating. You're gonna report me, and I'm intimidating you by saying I'll get your phone name.
You got to forgive him, Shantel. He might be, we might go to war with the white supremacists one day. We're going to need Elvis to eat him up. Okay? We need Elvis. We might need to get
Shantel, I don't know if you're afraid of it.
Eater.
Oh, yeah, but send it to everybody. Tell the FBI. They need to contact us.
Wow. And I'm sending this.
Shantel, don't waste your time.
I'm sending it to Phil O'Shea, everybody. Y'all motherfuckers need to be aware. Y'all think he's joking, but I don't think he's joking.
He 100% joking.
I mean, Shantel is about as dumb as a rock. I came into this country at 10 years old. You think I'm eating people? Are you out of your...
Hey, they had child soldiers. I mean, shit. 10 years old. Yeah, 10-year-old kids can eat meat. You just told this woman, yeah, the people were eating, humans. Yeah, 10-year-olds do eat meat. So, yeah, even 5-year-olds. So you over here telling people, oh yeah, my people do eat meat, but I'm the only one that don't eat it. But you're the one threatening to turn this woman into FBA bushmeat. Do you guys see how dumb this guy is? He thinks he's throwing the Liberian people under the bus while he's throwing himself under the bus. This is what these Africans, these Africans, some of them that think they want to fit in, they do it by, dissing their people, making a joke of their people, or admitting to silly things like this. So he's not a serious guy. Here we go.
Your mind? I wasn't even of age when the war was going on in Liberia. I came here at 10 years old. So you're just being a coward.
At 10.
I came here at 10 years old.
You know what, Frenchie?
Now, there's been at least thousands of black women that came up missing in Elvis areas.
Okay, Jonathan. All right.
No, I don't know. Man, leave Elvis alone.
Frenchie, you can forgive me.
Leave Elvis alone. Leave Shantel alone.
Jonathan, honestly, no. Don't ask him not to. I actually want the FBI.
Please stop.
Yeah, I actually want the FBI to get in contact. They'll give me more information. No, I want it. I want it because the reality is, I've lived here my whole life. I've never got in trouble with the law before. That's what you don't understand. I'm not a criminal. I've never got in trouble with the law.
If y'all don't know the law, the FBI ain't coming for that.
Okay, that's what you think. So let me say this right here, and I'm gonna leave off the panel. But you guys should be
criminal threats is a state. It's a state problem.
Look, if the call is coming from the 9th ward, maybe they wouldn't respond. That's the only place. Shantel, just go to the suburb and call from there. Then they'll answer. Don't do it from the 9th ward.
Jonathan,
FBI ain't coming.
I shouldn't be ashamed because I spoke out and I said what I had to say.
You guys should be a Tariq on y'all ass. Y'all should be ashamed for this man.
He's not going on me because I said what I had to say.
Practically, he's gonna eat the sister raw, and y'all think it's funny.
I'm not laughing. I wasn't laughing.
Shantel, you can't tell me you took that serious.
Everybody, yeah,
I'm not laughing.
Yes, I do, Jonathan.
I didn't hear
why?
Jonathan, if an African tell you who come from a practicing culture where they practice cannibalism, tell you he gonna eat you raw.
How can you take it serious?
I would laugh at him.
Do you even know you
Shantel, she literally said, you guys need to go back to the tip. She literally said, what are you going to eat me? You're going to eat me? You literally said that.
I did say that.
She said that. You go say it again. You did say that.
Shantel,
so there you have it.
Everything.
That's it. She did say that.
You made a joke out of it. And he just continued to joke with you.
She said that. That's what I'm saying. She didn't even listen to herself. She just contradicted herself.
Well, we're going to let the FBI and YouTube figure that out. It's to the black FBA when I send them this recording.
Oh man, you know we're so shit. I'm so scared of FBA, Shantel. I'm afraid of FBA.
No, be afraid of not the FBA. Be afraid of the FBI, baby, not the FBA.
All right, talk about something different. Man, all of this fake talk about eating people just nonsense.
Yeah. Oh my God. You gonna eat me? That was a question to me and an answer. I said I'll eat you raw. That's my answer.
He just lied. She didn't say that. You guys heard the tape here. She did not say that, sir.
On some panels before. And I was addressing probably some of the things you said in the chat. Exactly. And we, yeah, I don't, like I said,
Carla, had you had the opportunity to bring up that idea that I told you about Dynasty? I think
the other thing right now, YouTube, to tell you the truth, man, you got a lot of people, right, who come there with their own egos and everything like that. If we're trying to understand each other, that will work, right? But I get the impression, and I love my brother Dynasty, right, where you have Africans who don't think they're doing anything wrong. That's the problem, right? We see me,
and he's an African American giving them the platform to do
right. Exactly what I'm talking about.
He's part of the problem too.
I'll tell you something. Me and Dollar Bill, we recognize the problem in Black America, right? Yeah, but we also recognize the problem with Africans. We're the only ones, right? Everybody else, man, Africans could do no wrong.
He's the African expert. They are the only ones,
right? They can do no wrong, and everything turns into what's wrong with black. So you sound like black white supremacists when you always focus on Black America and what's wrong with us. You know, it's
you just did that though with Elvis. You just allow Elvis to come up here and disrespect a sister in a nasty way.
Shantel, that was before everyone got hit with the spirit of the TEDx speech.
No, it's not a joke. No, for real. You can't call Dynasty out.
Person too, Shantel. You were not exactly, sister.
No, he got mad because he wanted me.
You see, you don't want to be in the company of people like this, grown adults that are dysfunctional like this, and then anytime the person is talking, you got people chorusing, turning it into a joke. These are overgrown, children. They are not mentally mature. I mean, what stable adults do you know would, be having this type of conversation? And then the guy chiming in, trying to turn it into a joke. I mean, I'll be worried if someone said they're gonna eat me raw, put ketchup on me. I'll be worried too. But here we go.
Me to hear him demand that I call my motherfucking self an African. And I keep telling this fool, look, sir, I'm not a fucking African. Leave me the fuck alone. He got mad.
All right, Shantel, what are you then?
I'm not African. And he got, wait, hold on. I'm gonna say this right here.
Did anybody listen to the Ubuntu thing that I was just did we learn
Dollar Bill, I was talking.
I'm just trying to bring peace.
You see, Dollar Bill is one of those old weak Negroes. A minute ago he was acting tough, and now he's like, oh, let's do spirit of Ubuntu. Do you guys see how Shantel single-handedly come and smack this man around? Wow.
I know, but hold on. When you no, you did not. No, you did not. No, you did not. No, you did not. No, you did not.
Hold on, let her finish her statement.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. You right on top of my words.
I just want to know what if you're not an African.
That's true. I cannot finish my statement. Nobody have the right to tell nobody who they are. That's number one. Ain't no motherfucking body gonna force me to be what you think I ought to be. Are you retarded or stupid? That's stupid. Be respectful. I'm not an African. They got some people saying they're Indian. Be respectful. Let them be. But hold on, that's not the point.
In other words, basically,
what's the point?
Somebody looks like
the point is, I just heard y'all up here saying that everybody ain't African, and that little nasty bitch ain't tell y'all nothing. But he came for me and Kyla. You cannot call Dinus out when you doing the exact same Dinus. You just did it. You let Elvis on the panel to be disrespectful. Then you saying it was my fault.
We all agree that
I want to say like Dinus there's an awful lot of people who basically like it goes.
He made y'all look manless. He motherfucking made y'all look manless. Never let an African come up on my panel. I would let an African come up on my and disrespect no Black American man.
So Shantel is calling them out. Yeah. How dare they allow? I mean, that no wonder Shantel said these people are not FBA. Because you guys know the FBA's real ones, there's no way they would let Elvis say all what he said to Shantel, much more threatening to turn her into bushmeat. Oh, all that sexual stuff. Oh, The FBAs, I'm talking the ones with the full hairline. No, they wouldn't let that happen. So Shantel is right. And you guys notice Shantel checked them and said, Afridamus is better than you guys because, he don't turn on his people. I'm glad she recognized that. But you got this mushmouth Kala and the other guy, Dollar Bill. A minute ago, he was telling, reminding Elvis that he's not one of them. So when Shantel reminded Elvis of that, Elvis went, cannibal on her. And now, they don't want her to talk about it. They're talking about, Ubuntu. No, I don't blame Shantel for calling them weak.
Nothing to do with him being African. I just didn't like. I did not like. Listen, I didn't like the fact, and I spoke out about a man against a woman. Yes, I did so.
No, you didn't, Dollar Bill.
Everybody else heard me. I said, Elvis. Well, you didn't hear me.
Y'all laughed. Y'all laughed. He fucking over y'all. Y'all are black men. I would never let an African come on my panel and talk about it. No, he didn't. I don't give a fuck if he apologized. He shouldn't have did it, and you shouldn't have allowed it, Colin. You can call out Dinus.
He's not a ventriloquist.
But you can't call out that because Dinus wouldn't even do that.
No.
Well,
Elvis sit on his panel and say that shit. Wouldn't let Elvis say that shit on his panel.
He didn't make Elvis say anything, and I spoke about it.
He wouldn't let Elvis do that.
It was about a man speaking against a woman. And that's what it was. And I told him that you shouldn't do that.
I didn't hear you say none of that.
Well, I did say it. Go back and listen to it. Go back and listen to it. And you won't hear me laugh because I did not laugh.
If anybody on this platform feels degraded by someone saying something crazy, it's not the person that says something crazy that needs to have a problem. We got to get our shit together.
We're talking about him talking about fucking me and Africans, me sucking
He
his
said he
dick
wanted
and
to
stuff.
fuck you.
No, he
told
said I
him
suck
that was-
Africans' dick.
Yeah, and I told him
All that kind of
and I
stuff,
said to
Jonathan.
him-
That's not to be
and I-
played with.
and I-
That
But just FYI, you see, like, this is how it goes. How, like, Shantel, what she's pushing, this is how Negroes end up pew-pewing each other. You know, bang, bang, bang. That's right. Because it's like, you see how she's inciting it? How dare, I would never allow an African to come up and say this. So she's like antagonizing them. But this, luckily, these two are, you know, the guys there, they're just all Negroes, you know, too weak to, they don't have enough testosterone at this point. You know, they are on the fence. They are hoping, they think Elvis can hook them up with some Liberian women. These people, they lack the Majora spirit. You know, the Majora spirit. Because Shantel is trying to get them to adopt the Majora spirit, but they can't take it. You see? So that's why I think Kala might be a tether. Because how come they don't have him and Dollar Bill both? Because they are supporting Elvis, who's a tether.
you wouldn't like nobody telling your damn mama that.
And I told him,
he apologized
and
to
I
you.
told him,
You don't give a fuck. You don't tell. That's like raping somebody and say, "Hey, I'm sorry." Get the fuck on with that. Kala allowed it. And
Elvis, you've lost all credibility to be able to talk on this channel. We've already figured you out. You don't focus on the topic. We will continue doing the shows that we do. You've told us, you said you are here to build bridges. We've seen the bridge you've built. You know, Hurricane Chantelino came and took it. And then you tap dance, you walk things back. You've lost all credibility to be able to call into the Afridamos show. We don't want to hear what you gotta say, buddy. The bridge have fallen. Just be in the audience. That's where you will be from now on.
you guys laugh.
I
He made you look bad.
Nobody was
He made y'all
I
look
did
bad.
not laugh. You raw. Well, now that's all I heard.
He made y'all look bad. This you let
Nobody
it on your panel. And Dinus
it's
wouldn't
a
even
man
allow
against a
Elvis to
woman.
do that on his panel.
Well.
Not
To be fair, Shantel, a lot of the people on the platform consider themselves also to be African.
And I didn't say because he was
talking on
African.
a platform.
I said because he was a man talking to a woman like that. I said
You talking about on a platform right now?
Everybody.
Dollar Bill is one person that 100% says he's African. So what he's looking at is an African going at it with another African.
No, I was looking at it as a man.
But also, no, don't look at it as a man versus a woman. Whoever started the argument or started the disrespect, take the L.
Okay, now let me tell you, Jonathan. Hold on. No, I did not start it.
I'm not saying you. I said whoever started it. Take the L, and that's it.
I'm going to tell you who you are. You more African than you are the admixture. You are more. I said, you can't tell me who I am. Who are you? You're a crazy ass motherfucker. And then he started talking about, I'm ashamed to admit I'm African and I suck African dick and fuck 10 Africans or something, which I would never do in my life. Lord, him mercy.
I just said to him that it was not nice to say the things that he said to you from a man.
Y'all over. You looking at it like he's disrespecting me, but y'all are African, supposedly African American men, and you let that piece of shit.
I did not let anybody
disrespect a fellow sister.
I did not allow anybody. I did not. I spoke out about it.
Let an African get on my panel and disgrace a brother.
Any man. I didn't think it was right.
Well, you're right. I wouldn't let no man get on my panel
about it, and he apologized. If you don't accept his apology, I can't do anything about that.
I can do is I heard y'all laughing.
No, you didn't hear me laugh.
All right. We wouldn't spend all night on it. I wanted you guys to see it. Mystic said, let Elvis defend himself. There's nothing to defend. I mean, the tapes are here. It's a salmon for our, Africans that cosplay FBA. This is how they're laughing at you. And when when you come around here, the Africans are laughing at you too. So, but no, there's nothing to defend here. Nothing to defend. We were just wondering why the guy was coming here, bringing smoke. He said, "Oh, I was at Afridamus channel fighting battle over there to build bridges." What bridge? We just saw the bridge. We never signed up for that. And he talking about beef. I never had beef with these people. Paige said Afridamus. Shantel has to get banned to Afridamus. She's horrible. Well, I mean, she hasn't given me a reason to ban her, because when she calls here, she's respectful. She just tackles the topic. She speaks on the topic. So yeah. Well, guys, it's getting super late where I'm at. Gotta work. But yeah, that's the show, man. And for the African tap dancers, this is what is awaiting you. Love yourself. No one's telling you to say, "Oh, side with the Africans." Like Elvis ran and went to go tell the blacks, when we never said that. But he just made it up. So bottom line is, when you become a suck up to the blacks, you might end up getting buck broken in the middle of it. So I will see you guys on the next one, and I'm out.